I've always wondered when I'm speaking on one to one, I sound very natural, but the moment when I want to give a speech to the audience, I become robotic, mechanical. I don't know why I cannot become natural. But after I read this book, I want to tell how we can shift from talking like a robot to talk like a human being. And the point that I want to share is three things, which is imagine as if we're talking to one, and also it's same things talking to a lot of people. The second one is imagine that we're speaking is in two way, and the third one is how to be more natural. The first one is think as if you're talking to one. For example, if you're talking to Yogan or Hadi, speaking to them one on one. So when combining them together, it is a collective of Hadi and Roger. That's two persons. So in a way, it's not different things. Sometimes we fall into this illusion that we think of crowd as a different things, as something that's vile, something that can cause you harm. Instead, it's not the case. It's just a collection of person that you has already spoken to with great clarity and beautiful communication and connecting to each other. Second, imagine as if you're talking two way. It's also working. It's really can make your speech more human. For example, you imagine a person that the audience sitting in front of you, whoever it is. You imagine as you speak, he will stand up and talk back to you, ask you a question, and then you answer it. When you imagine it that way, it can appear more natural. Or I can simply say a statement, for example, or you ask me how I do that. Okay, I tell you, and then start telling that solution that's how, and it will appear more natural. Third, how to speak in more natural way, how to bring out your naturalness is to practice a lot. We need to practice all of this. And the easiest way to do that is to put our heart into the words that we are saying. Because at the end of the day, when we are delivering, it doesn't matter, it less matter about what you say, but the most important thing on what matters is how you say it. And by practicing it, when we're talking one to one, we're in the earnest conversation, we tend to use all these worker foundations. And this fourth worker foundation, we're not using it when we talk to public. So practice this four, which is the first one is when we want to stress an important word, we slow down on it, slow down that sentence, that words. And we also go much further by stressing that word, that single word, to show that that's the most important part of your speech. You want people to get it. The third one is to vary your pitch from up and down. If we don't use this very pitch, we will sound monotone like a robot, which we don't want, and we disengage people's mind because the moment they think that the pattern is the same, they think they know what you're going to say next, they will disconnect, detach from your delivery. The fourth one is to pause. When we talk one to one, right, we use pause before or after we want to say important things. That's about it that I want to share today, how to speak in much more natural way and not sounding robotic. It's not talking over people's heads, it's connecting to have this sense of communication. The three things that I've shared is imagine as if you're talking to one, and one person, when adding two person, just collective of these two person that you already know how to talk to. The second one is, imagine you're in two-way conversation when you speak in public. Imagine it's a conversation, you're asking questions from them. Imagine they will consistently standing up, rise up and ask you a question and you answer. The third one is to sound more natural. Use these four things that we already been using when we're communicating earnestly one to one. Varying your pitch, varying your rate of speech, and pause before and after you want to speak, and stress a single word that you think is the most important. Thank you.